Good morning, YouTube. How are you? This is the next adventure in the Perry family. So, my wife told me yesterday that she had brewed 2 cups of tea, and I tried to brew some last night, and it didn't work. Didn't turn on, none of the lights or anything. Even held down a couple buttons to do a reset, didn't work. So, did some quick research on Google and found out that essentially these machines, I don't want to say they're designed to fail. I want to give the manufacturer the benefit of the doubt that it's a safety issue with them and they don't want to have an electrical fire. So the thing that goes bad in these are called thermal fuses. And this one had 2 of them back to back. I've never seen that before. I asked some friends about why would you need 2 of them? Because if one fails and they're in line, wouldn't it just open the circuit and it wouldn't work? But whatever. So I went on Amazon and ordered a new one and installed it. And it was pretty easy. On the bottom of this, there's a little panel with, I think, 2 or 3 screws. You pull that off, and inside you'll see the thermal fuse that leads to the power side of the heating element. That prevents this from having an electrical issue, maybe making the water too hot or not shutting off when it's done. So what did I do with the things? Let's see, where did I put them? Oh, here they are. So I bought those off Amazon. They came overnight actually, and they look like this, like that. One of those you need, and just make sure that you point the black end towards where the power is going. I believe is the correct way to do that. If you don't do it the right way, I think it'll either blow or it won't work. So I just happen to remember that from when I took it off. So this one doesn't work at all. And I try to use my multimeter. I'm a very, very, very new person to using a multimeter, but I know there was no, it didn't show any watts or volts or amps or anything going through that. So I knew that was a bad part. And then I just used crimpers with these red crimpers on the way to connect everything back up in the inside, regular electrical connectors. And a couple of the things I saw on Reddit and on YouTube show that if you just move that out of the way a little bit, then it doesn't get heated up from the element. So ironically, this is designed to prevent overheating or an electrical issue with the heating element continue to heat when it's off. But it was like right next to the heating element and a little plate on the bottom that it heats up, which is kind of weird. So with those connectors I used and the way I position it, it's not next to it anymore. I anticipate us getting another few years of use out of it. And I just did this cup of water, and let's see what the temperature is here. You can see it rising. Gets up to, it's been sitting there for about 2 minutes. So it's in 130 range right now. 132, maybe 134. Rolling up on 140. So I think that's in the right range temperature wise. And of course, once I did that, then everything works again, right? So you can select what you need to. It heats up the elements again, and it's all working. So simple fix. If you got a screwdriver and a couple of butt connectors and you order the right thermal fuse, you'll be good to go. I'm gonna attach the other video of this working, and then I'll close it all up at the end. Here's the moment of truth. It's doing something. That's heating the water up. We'll see. It's hot. I don't know how hot, but it is hot. Let's see if it stops. Not overflow this cup. All done. Here's the temperature of the water at 140. Perfect. So that's it. Pretty simple fix. I'm sure there are engineers and designers that work for this company and others that want to minimize their risk as the manufacturer. So they probably build some of these things in so that there's no issues. And I understand that, but sometimes you got to make $1 out of 15 cents and at least give it a shot. If I tried it didn't work, I just go to Walmart and buy a new one. But I wanted to make sure this one was working fine. It's just my wife and I. We only use it, and we make 1 or 2 cups of coffee every day, and that's about it. So it shouldn't be that worn out. But putting a new thermal fuse in, I think, will help. I'll just keep my eye on it, and like I said, it's a very simple fix. If you have a couple butt connectors, you have a new thermal fuse, and maybe like 20 minutes of research time and actual work time, you could have yours working too. In fact, I heard a guy yesterday said he bought a non-working one off of Facebook Marketplace or eBay, put a new fuse in, they got a brand new Keurig that he's using. So hopefully that works for you. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer all of them. All right, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. See ya.